Hello, everyone, and welcome to SuttonsDaze. Today, I want to chat about the January Pantry Challenge. Yay, the January Pantry Challenge. We look forward to this every single year. We have been doing this maybe 4 or 5 years running now, and I love the January Pantry Challenge, okay? It's one of my favorite things. I learn something new every single year. And I know that people that participate with us learn different things every year. I have received some of the most amazing communications. You learn about your food storage. You learn about what you need to purchase more of, what you need to purchase less of, what you should never purchase again, possibly. You find the holes in your pantry, and you really learn about how you're handling your pantry. Not only is it great for that purpose, but basically it's kind of like a no spend challenge. But don't stop there. Don't leave me yet. Okay. It's got rules that you determine. I don't pick the rules. You pick the rules for you and your family and your household and how you want it to work. Now, with this year, we've got, we have to take into consideration that we've got a lot of people who are just learning to stock their pantry. And they've worked really hard at getting 2, 3, 4 months of food stocked up in case of an emergency. This is not a deplete your pantry task, okay? I don't want you to do that. However, once you get to that 3-month point, you should be figuring out how to rotate through your food, okay? Because it's not just meant to purchase, stick on a shelf, and stare at. It's actually meant to consume. The January Pantry Challenge will help you do that and figure out different ways to do that. So I wanted to run through just some guidelines, some different ways that we handle this. This year is going to be a little different. I'm establishing weekly challenges throughout the month of January to help you learn about different ways that you can work with your food storage. Some people do it for a week, some people do it for 2, some people make caveats, okay? They're gonna work strictly off their pantry except for fresh vegetables, fruits, dairy, that kind of thing. So however you want it to work for you, that's definitely the way to do it. Last year, Phil and I went all in, and we ate exclusively from what was in the refrigerator, the freezer, and the pantry. That's all we had. And I do know that by the end of January, I have throat punched somebody for a salad. I mean, I really wanted a salad. So figure out what works for you. But I wanted that all-in experience. I wanted to see what we would be missing in case of this. So it's a learning curve. Definitely, if you have a family, you want to get them in on it and try to discover different ways and different things to use with, your pantry. And it helps having the family on board with it, because then everyone's aware and there's no massive munching going on. I mean, it's January. Unless you're really outdoorsy and enjoying the cold, a lot of us are in the house kind of going, what do I do now? Well, let's have something to eat. Not the greatest idea, right? But you can find ways to ration it and say, if you eat it all tonight, that means you've got nothing else for the rest of the month, So there's different ways to work it through with your family. Definitely, if you have any tips or tricks, if you've done this before, drop them in the comment section below, because they will be crazy helpful for people who are trying this for the first time. Remember, I'm not asking you to deplete your pantry. I don't want you to not have food in your pantry in case of an emergency. What I am encouraging you to do is learn how to use what is in your pantry. Now, if you decide that you want to do this, but you want to backfill what is already in there, I have always said, if I find a sale on something that I know that we're going to eat that I don't want to miss, then I will purchase it. I just know that we're not going to eat it for the month of January, and I'll just tuck it aside, okay? So that is something that I encourage you to do if that's the way that you want to handle it. This is a great way to save money after the holidays, because you're taking that grocery budget off the table, It's a great way to just really fine-tune your finances as far as your food goes, and learn some new things also. So it's a lot of fun. Let's get started. One of the things that you're going to notice is, or want to notice, is that you're going to want to pay attention to your portion sizes. You're going to want to pay attention to your perishables. So again, like I said, don't have, a mango salad. If you can enjoy a little bit of salad for 3 or 4 days, that's great. But when you are figuring out what you're going to eat, you want to tackle the perishable first. I deplore I deplore food waste. Too many people go hungry for us to be throwing out food. Okay, so definitely look at what is going to be perishable the soonest and incorporate that into your meals. This is a great time to test out menu planning. This is a great time to test out different recipes that you know you have the ingredients for, or that you can change up based on the ingredients that you have in your pantry, in your refrigerator. And when I talk about pantry right now, I literally mean refrigerator, freezer, dry storage, you know, the whole deal. Okay, so you want to take a look at what's there. Now, a great way to find out what's there is your inventory. This is Project Pantry. This is a system, an inventory system that I organized, and it's up on our Etsy store, and it is meant to create the thought for literally every single aspect of your pantry. I don't think I've missed any aspect of your pantry, and that is everything from you know, hot tea to toilet paper. I mean, there's a way to inventory everything. That's where you want to start. So for the first week, this is going to be the challenge, to get everything inventoried. And that's actually right after Christmas until the first of the year, okay? That's when you should do your inventory to find out what's there. It's the holidays. It's an odd holiday. We have a little more free time than we normally do. So it's a really great time to get the inventory done. You can check out this system in our Etsy store. There's a link down below. Inventory is critical. Knowing what you have is critical. It's a great time to learn to think outside of the box, okay? You know, if your recipe calls for red salsa and you only have green salsa, try it with the green salsa. See how it goes. If you only have Spanish paprika and the recipe requires smoked paprika, give it a try. See how it goes. You know, there are ways to change up. Recipes are guidelines. They are not the Bible, you know, so they're just guidelines for how to create a meal. And it's our job to make it special, unique, ours. So you can do this by thinking a little bit outside of the box with what you have in your pantry. Perfect example for this is spaghetti, okay? Spaghetti is spaghetti. You don't need spaghetti noodles in order to do it. You can put any pasta in there that you want. It's still spaghetti. So think along those lines. You know, if you don't have exactly what you need, but you have something very similar, give it a shot. Give it a try. Let us know how it works for you. This is also a really great time to kind of organize and clean out your pantry, okay? If there is food in there that you know that you or your family will not eat, this is a great time to pull it out and donate it. Give it to the food bank. Give it to, you know, the organizations that you know are helping people right now. Don't let it just sit there and go to waste. Let it get some good use and help sustain somebody who needs the assistance right now. So if you discover that while you thought it was a really great idea to have a case of black beans, but you find out that nobody in your household likes black beans, that's a great thing to donate. Get them out the door. Let them help somebody that they can. And it's a win-win all the way around. There are a lot of times that we have items in our pantries that we can make ourselves, okay? So a lot of people buy gravy mixes, the prepackaged gravy mixes. And if you have certain ingredients in your pantry, you can make that yourself, save some serious money, and have it on hand whenever you want. So I'll list the gravy video up above and down below. But there are different do-it-yourself condiments, you know, things that you use on a regular basis, like mustard. Mustard's actually very, very easy to make. So there are different things that you can incorporate so that if you don't have them, one, write down what you realize you don't have enough of, so that when it's time, you can either have just the ingredients to make it yourself, or you can have extra stocks of, like, say, mustard, where you've got extra bottles in your pantry. Certain things don't go bad as quickly as other things. Ingredients I have found, like making your own mustard, will never go back. We will never go back to buying store-bought mustard because it is so much more flavorful when you make it yourself. So if you're a mustard snob, if you're a mustard connoisseur, okay, check out the videos above, because making your own mustard is just like this little rewarding task. So simple, so easy, so crazy good, just above par anything that you can buy in the store. So learning how to do some of these things yourself is a great task to do during the January Pantry Challenge. It helps you become more independent. Okay, so the January Pantry Challenge. Number one, you want to inventory. You definitely want to inventory everything. I mean everything, okay? You want to know what spices. You want to know what's in your freezers. You want to know what's in your refrigerator. You want to know what's in your pantry, what's in jars, what's freeze-dried, what's not. I've got a whole system here worked up for you. You can go through and re-inventory 2, 3, 4 times a year, whatever works for you. Some people really hate inventorying. They'd rather go to the dentist, Some people love inventorying because they can keep track of everything. I typically do it 2 to 3 times a year. It's a chance for me to double and triple check my jars and make sure everything is still sealed, to make sure everything is still good, and to bring forward things that I might have pushed back and did not realize I had done so. So I know I need to use it up. Inventorying is key. So Project Pantry is a system, very simple, plain Jane. This will not kill your printer. It's literally black and white, super simple. When you read it, you'll actually go, this is really simple. But it doesn't have to be difficult. That's the key. It doesn't have to be difficult. So inventory what you have, okay? And that'll be the homework for the first week, which is the week that leads up immediately following Christmas to the new year, to the 1st. And every week we'll come up with a new challenge for you to try to help you figure out your pantry, okay? And to how to utilize what's best in your pantry. Remember, the rules are up to you, your house, your kitchen, your rules, okay? So if you want to go out once a week or once every other week to get fresh vegetables or fruit or dairy, then that's fine if that's the way that you want to run it. There's no wrong way to do the pantry challenge, and I really want to hear how you all do with it this year, especially if you're brand new to food storage. Keep track, keep your receipts, keep track of what you did buy, if you did buy anything. Keep track of where you think that you need to improve your food storage. Keep track of where you think you need to change your food storage. There's a ton of things that you'll learn that you won't even realize you're learning until you sit down and think about it. So I hope that you will join us for the 2021 SuttonsDaze January Pantry Challenge. It's going to be a blast. We're going to have a lot of fun with this. We're going to learn a whole bunch of things, and we're going to try bringing you different meals that we create out of our pantry throughout the entire month, hoping to inspire you for what you might have in your pantry. It's all unique. It's all different. Everyone will experience something different with this, and I look forward to hearing how everybody does with it. So leave me a comment in the comment section below. Let me know if you're in. Are you in? Because it's going to be awesome, and I'm really looking forward to it. Okay, you guys, if you like what we do here, please hit that like, subscribe, and share. Check us out on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Don't forget, until next time, be safe.